All right, practice 2 of spring ball here. I'm here with Uncle Neely.
You're alive.
I'm back. I'm back.
Glad to see you alive, man.
Yeah.
I just knew like we were gonna do the whole, let's go. I was looking forward to that.
No, we can't do that's shows only.
Okay.
Special circumstances.
I got you. All right. I was just,
If everything's a special occasion, nothing's a special occasion.
You're right. You're right. You got to remember this out there, folks. If you want your yeses to have value, you got to say no a lot.
There you go.
Words of wisdom.
Words
Wow.
of wisdom.
Just like Coach Brown.
It's rubbing off on me.
What can you tell us about practice today? Who stood out to you?
Energetic, man. Just like you and I discussed in your absence, you were under the weather. Glad to see you're feeling better. Still not going to touch you. The energy level this year compared to last year, you can't compare. It's when I say it's quiet out there, I mean quiet as in there's no over instruction. Guys get it. They know where they're supposed to be. And so like last year, it's like, oh, you're in the wrong spot. You this, that. Now things are just running smooth. There's some stoppage for corrections and that kind of thing, but it's not this ball of confusion that it was this time a year ago.
I remember last year, Coach Prime almost had to set the parameters before a practice that the coaches couldn't talk to the players while they were on the field because he was like, eventually they're going to have to figure it out themselves. Yeah. And that was late in the fall. Mm-hmm. The fact that they're already, maybe not all the way there, but close to that point now is a huge good sign.
Way ahead of it. Well said from a history comparison standpoint. I would say where we were first or second week of August, as far as gelling, we're there now before we get to April. So it's going to be an exciting spring game, performance-wise. Then you get the new guys coming in. So the team is still growing, still getting better. But, man, you can't compare first week of practice last year to this year.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It kind of felt like it's just a continuation, really, of last season as opposed to starting a brand new season. Just you mentioned the energy and just hearing everyone talk today. Everyone's just so much more locked in, and it's really about building on last year and how last year they're not done yet.
No, not done yet. Got some new pieces that'll be here after that May portal, I guess it's called. But to your point, Jake, when you look at Coach Prime starting last year, spring ball, the roster was flipping. You really had about 45 days. Mm-hmm. We're going to have 9 months with these guys before the first game. And for the people who've been here, you've already had them a year. And so the new guys are just rolling right in with them. The new guys don't look like new guys. The older guys look like seasoned vets. Night and day difference.
Who won today, offense or defense?
I got to go with offense. I think it was close today, but the defense was so overwhelmingly better Monday for the offense to have been right there with them. I'm getting a nod to the offense, and not just the ones. I think the 2s and the 3s stepped up as well today. You didn't have a lot of MAs, missed assignments. So I thought it was a better, cleaner practice, but the energy level was just as high.
Love it, man. You're headed back home, but we'll have you.
We can't stop here. I heard a little something about a play call.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to share. You got to share.
Yeah. Hey, man, I will touch you on that one. Because in the words of Ricky Bobby, that just happened. So I am afforded the blessing, the opportunity to sit in on the offensive and defensive staff meetings. Earlier this week, Sunday I think it was, sitting in on the offensive staff meeting, and Shermer looked at me and says, Neely, what do you think? What play do you think? What do you think we should put in the installs? I drew up a play based on his script on the board. They said, I like it. They ran it today, touchdown. And you heard it at the press conference. He is not just me, folks. He said at the press conference, it scored.
So CU's new co-offensive coordinator.
Co. Offense coordinator.
I love it, man.
I love it. He also said if we have any ideas to pass them along, he thought that was a joke, but I will be sending the whole playbook.
And he will look at it, man. It really is. There's no doubt about it. Shermer is the offensive coordinator. No doubt about it. But when you're in that staff meeting, it's collaborative. Coach Fleet, the running back coach, Coach Jay Phillips, the receivers coach, Coach Pollock, tight end, they're all putting in information and saying what we should do better. Because keep in mind, Shermer's up here, but those position coaches are in the rooms and the huddles with those guys. So they know the players a little bit better. Like, no, we need to get him the ball here. This side likes it. Of course, Coach Shermer knows that with Shador. Put it all together, it's going to be successful.
And he comes from the Andy Reid tree, which is interesting because I've heard stories that Andy Reid will have one day a week where literally anyone could submit a play design, a play option. And that's where you have the Chiefs doing all that crazy stuff, like ring around the rosy and
Great
shit.
point.
But,
I love coaching trees. Great point.
Yeah, it's exactly that type of collaborative approach, giving everyone a chance to feel involved. A good idea can come from anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even
and I'm
you.
looking forward to y'all's ideas. Yeah. Hey, man, I felt good about my idea. I did have a safety valve. We did say that if it works, it was my call. If it failed, we were going to put it on Coach Pollock or somebody. But Coach Prime got mad at it. But I don't think Coach Prime doesn't know it was my play. Let's be clear. But he did see it was successful, so he'll know after he sees this. I clipped it and sent it to him.
All right, spring break next week.
Spring break!
But we'll be back after that with more takeaways from spring practice.
You tell them how play 23 work. Play 23. So we were in their script, and he came in and he said, play 23, I think went for a touchdown today. So that was his play. Dumbo right, Liz, went for a touchdown. So anyways. So if you guys got any ideas, and I'm sure you got a lot of great ideas, just get them to us. We'll run it. All right?